Hello, everyone. Kyle here. Tonight we're going to be doing another day working on this jumping lady. As always, I gotta get shit all together. I think last night I said that I'd be working on her hand or her arm and her leg. So let's start on the leg, I guess, because her foot needs a lot of work. It's super, super rough. Um, Testing to make sure that my pencil's working. Is I'm gonna stay using that weird brush that I made, labeled test. Like one of the things I like about it is I can do stuff like this pretty easily. And then for stuff like this where I want to highlight, and I just change the angle and it still functions. So today the new PlayStation firmware came out and I did a video on it before the stream. Just a quick demonstration of the remote play feature, which is like really, really exciting. It lets you from a PC or Mac stream PlayStation 4 games, so you don't need to like bring your PlayStation with you. You can just do it over the internet. And I tested it out in my apartment, and I played like part of a game of Rocket League, and it worked. I recorded two videos. The first one I couldn't find the preferences because like once you start streaming, it doesn't show them. But the second one I recorded, I had like disconnected from it, and if when you set it to the 720p, which is not the default, and set it to 60 frames a second, for some reason that made it a lot more stable too, which is cool. Also, I suck at Rocket League now. Like, really, really terrible. Working with color is still like pretty hard for me. I'm always trying to use the same couple colors, and a lot of times with this type of thing, it's not the same color, so I have to decide when and where using the same color is appropriate. Why didn't that pick that up? Tonight for music, I'm listening to Fleet Foxes, which I haven't listened to in a while. It's nice to hear them again. I tweeted at Scott Eaton, the guy that did, or will be doing this site that will house this image and others like it. And he replied actually, which I was surprised. And he's like, "Oh, good study." He like included a link. Like, "Oh, it's good. Like, can't wait to get the full site up soon." I'm hoping it's like actually soon, because this shit has me very excited. I made this too far up the leg. There's a little bit of that darker area there. Time to do this foot. Get the angles right. I have a lot of trouble with feet, so hopefully this doesn't go very poorly. So I'm gonna need some redder colors. I keep like zooming out just to make sure that I didn't totally fuck up the drawing again. Whenever we talk about music at work, my boss mentions that he hates Fleet Foxes, but I think they're really good. I was watching a bunch of album reviews on a YouTube channel called like the Pin Drop or something. This like entertaining dude that sometimes does like characters, which I'm not super into, but his album reviews are pretty good other than like the weird characters that he does. And I saw the one that he had done for this album, uh, Hopelessness Blues, one that I'm listening to. Made me want to listen to it. So now I am. Stop questioning me. Fuck off. I hate reflected light. Not that I hate it, I just find it difficult. Trying, forcing me to practice it, which is one of the reasons why I've been doing it for so many days straight. I think it's helpful, beneficial. The weird thing about feet is that they're like, when flexed, they're like really wrinkly on the bottom. There's like all these increases and stuff. All right, pretty good start. I don't necessarily need to get this perfect or anything. Yeah, I don't think this drawing needs to be as detailed as the Dark Souls one or anything like that. Just kind of trying to capture the feel. Planes on this aren't really accurate. Trying to figure out what making it look weird to me. Whoop. How did I undo? I feel like this area has a lot more red in it than I have here. I'm gonna take some red and kind of clear it in. I feel like when I'm working on this drawing, because I'm concentrating so much, I like talk very little compared to a lot of my other streams. I guess isn't bad. I feel like I could continue working on her abs for like a century and not have them totally figured out. Yeah, I think like this first part of her arm is pretty decent at the moment. I need to add more core shadow and stuff to the inner part armpit thing. I need to figure out what this muscle is called. I remember. My drawing teachers of old are probably rolling over in their offices. I'll learn anatomy. And I'm all like, oh, I'll just form a rough picture of it. 30, I'll end a year. 32, actually. Old man. Album is really good. Maybe I should work on our lower leg too before moving to the arms. Yeah. Alright, I'll work on our leg. More reflected light on her. There's like a really small color change in the front that I think will help out. Like the hint of one of her thigh muscles facing the light a little bit more. Very subtle, like it's not crazy. And then something similar happening here. I need to smooth out this like center part. There's much too much division. This is very smooth. It doesn't need to be as smooth. I'll maintain that this is like one of the weirdest brushes I've ever used. It's such a like hard brush to get the hang of. Like once you do, I think it creates some cool stuff going on. This like calf muscle is crazy too. This lady's like too muscly. Hi, Fallen Ninja. Bye, Fallen Ninja. That leg's already looking like quite a bit better. Apparently, like touching my knuckle to the iPad makes it undo now. Fun. We're fast approaching another foot. This foot is going to be more complicated than the other one because it's sort of tilted towards the camera. Morning in the morning. I like this song. I don't remember what the name of it is though. I don't remember lyrics obviously. Oh, The Shrine and Argument. Shrine slash and argument. The thing that sucks about this brush is I can't like erase well unless I change the angle of it, and I can't change the angle of it because I'm trying to match angles. Quite a conundrum. I think it's slightly not rotated enough. Rotating is my favorite fucking thing in this app. Hard as shit. Right. We did it. Our national nightmare is over. Been watching new anime the past couple days called Skip Beat. Pretty good. It's kind of like a comedy-ish anime about like this girl who has a friend that becomes an idol, and then like the total shithead to her, and she vows to get revenge by becoming an idol as well, and she's like super not cut out for it, but she somehow keeps on like getting these breaks that push her towards that goal. Pretty good so far. We're, I think, maybe, I don't know, like 4 or 5 episodes in, maybe 6 episodes. But I like it so far. It's funny. Ah, that doesn't count as a Kyle accidental huge eraser erasing because it was like only a little bit bigger than I needed it to be. It's just a poorly aimed erase. All right, I think that is starting to come together actually. Surprising. I do have a bunch of detail I want to add onto the bottom. I don't know about a bunch. I have some detail I want to add onto the bottom. Don't oversell it. I wonder how many people enter the chat that I'm not seeing, because like I see people come in and leave pretty quickly sometimes. I'm like concentrating on a part of this drawing. I'll be staring at the iPad for a while. There might be a bunch of people I'm missing. They don't say hi to and run off immediately. I still don't really understand why people get so freaked out by being said hi to in an art stream. They could just be like, oh, not looking to talk right now. Just want to watch someone draw. That's fine, man. I don't give a shit. Trying to be friendly. All right. I think this front leg needs some additional like differentiation from the back one. I'll try to define that a bit more. I think I can do that possibly by just lightening this stuff a little bit. Add a little bit more red to the rest of this leg. I keep like underestimating how much red is in all this stuff and then needing to go back in and redefine. If I had people in chat, that would have definitely got them to leave. I regret nothing. This like calf muscle being just like basically a ball looks so fake, but that's what it looks like in the drawing, in the art. So crazy. So one thing that's actually wrong about that though, more like that maybe, not as straight as it was. I think I might come in and work on these fingers a little bit. The transition from Fleet Foxes directly into Caro Caro Bonito, which, yes, I'm going to continue listening to that, but it's a very strange transition. Threw me off. Fucking hands. So, like, this thumb has a bunch of what's called subsurface scattering going on, which sucks because it's hard to render. But basically, what that means is like the light is entering it instead of just bouncing off. It's like absorbing into the skin. It's like when you see someone's ear lit from behind, and you can see like red inside of it. Kind of that shit going on. I only know that because I studied 3D in college, and that was like the big new shit at the time, subsurface scattering. And it used to take like tons of processing power and take forever to render stuff if you were using it. And now they can like do some of it in like video games, like real time. Fucking crazy. Guess I should fix this like spike on the back of her head that's not there. Since that will take a few seconds. too big. Alright, I think that is about it for today. Like I said, short night, but I think it made some pretty decent progress on some of the details. I think the both of the legs are starting to look pretty good. Um, the arms still both need a bit of work. I'm pretty happy with like this area here. Um, but yeah, I think I'm starting to get some of the reflected stuff like this starting to look better. Like this is starting to look better. Like the underside of the knee is starting to work. Like the back still needs some work. This in here, I think, is actually looking pretty good. And I've been happy with the face since the beginning, basically. But yeah, that's it for today. I don't know if tomorrow's going to be more of this drawing or something else. It might be something else. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. Um, yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for the people that stopped by. Hope everyone has a good night and peace.